What is the Day of Judgment? According to the teachings of Islam, the Day of Judgment is actually a day when all human beings will come forth to reckon for the deeds they have done during their lives in the world. The Quran and Hadiths emphasize that the time of resurrection is not known to anyone but God. On that day, the book of our deeds will be given to us. Those to whom their book is given in their left hands will be destined to hell, and those whose books are given in their right hands are those destined for paradise and salvation. There are about 70 names used in the Quran that refer to the Day of Judgment. The Day of Judgment is also called the Greater Resurrection. This contrasts with the Minor Resurrection, which is the moment of entrance into the purgatory or an intermediate state that begins immediately after the death of each person and ends with the advent of the Greater Resurrection. Due to the greatness of the Day of Judgment and the lack of knowledge of the time of the resurrection and its sudden onset, some people will never neglect the Day of Judgment and are always waiting for it. This act of preparing themselves for salvation has a clearly positive effect on the upbringing of souls, focusing one's attention to responsibilities and a seriousness in avoiding sin. The place where the resurrection will occur is not very clear. The most significant matter is examination of human actions and weighing them. This study is based on laws that the prophets have communicated to people in the form of beliefs and practical teachings or rulings. Everyone is responsible for their performance. No one can bear the burden of another's guilt, and no one will be oppressed. Several things will be asked on the Day of Judgment. Number 1, the material and spiritual blessings of God. Number 2, about religious, practical and moral sins from wrongdoers. Number 3, about one's lifetime. Number 4, about one's wealth. Number 5, about one's actions and behaviour. Number 6, about the love of the Ahlul Bayt. According to Islamic texts and sources, the Sirat or path is the name of a bridge all human beings will pass over. The good and righteous people will pass over it quickly, and the evildoers will fall from it into hell. In some hadiths, we are taught that the speed of people crossing this bridge depends on their faith, sincerity, and righteous deeds. The Holy Prophet said, "There is a bridge over hell narrower than hair and sharper than a sword." Events will happen before the Day of Judgment, some of which the Holy Quran has pointed out. Number 1, the disintegration of the mountains. Number 2, the merging of the seas. Number 3, massive and devastating earthquakes. Number 4, the darkening of the sun. Number 5, the blotting out of the stars. Number 6, the scattering of the stars. Number 7, the rending of the sky. Number 8, and the blowing of the trumpets by Israfil. For further research, you can also refer to sources